Alrighty, hello. I am sorry. I am late by 3 minutes. My mother wouldn't stop talking, so it's what it is. Anyway, blessed new moon. It is here. It has arrived for most of us, and it's almost you kind of can feel that energy lifting a little bit. So let's get right to it. Hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday. So we have this beautiful new moon happens today at 3:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We are in the Venus zone. Hold on, hold on, you guys. Hold on. How do you get that off of there? Just a second. Okay. Jesus Christ. Technology. No, it's so windy here. I think it's just kind of fucking with things. There, that stopped. It was like running another video. Ah, technology. Anyway, let me go into my notes and bring it back up here for you. But yes, you can feel the energy. It's really nice. It's beautiful. Um, that doesn't mean the world at large isn't going to feel this in a very different way because it does rule money and finances. But yes, as of 3:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we are in a beautiful new moon in Taurus. Now, I call it the Venus zone. We're in the Venus zone as of the last full moon, which we had in Libra. It was ruled by Venus as well. Now, Taurus is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, peace, beauty, singing, and inner harmony. This moon's energy is all about dealing with money and finances, the banking industry, cryptocurrency, beauty, love, massage, aesthetics, luxury items, romance, and gourmet foods. This moon is waxing now, and it is all about the Venetian energies around you. So, what I mean by that is Venetian energy can be very hedonistic, and it's about self-pleasure. You could take that however you want, but it's about doing something for yourself. Um, this doing something that makes you feel beautiful, happy, satisfied. So anything dealing with investments, signing contracts, furthering one's finances, new romances can be all a green light these next few weeks. This is also about the aesthetic side too. So beauty salons and day spas. This is a green light if you do fillers and whatnot. This is fully blessed for like Botox and fillers and things like that. Remember, in the medical aspect, I sound like a broken record, but I do have to repeat myself. You have to use universal laws and use the fluctuations of the moon's energy. So when the moon is waxing, growing, you add things to your body. When it's waning, you remove things, but you don't add. Just a little cosmic medical aspect there for you. Let me get my glasses on so I can finish reading this. All right. Now, Taurus is a slow moving sign and will always take its time and go slow and steady. Taurus souls are strong, they're hardworking, and possessive. Most Taurus souls that are born, most Taurus born souls, holy crap, I can't talk, love the arts. They love money, aesthetics, spas, the finer things in life, and romance. They are ruled by Venus, after all, so they're very romantic by nature. You're also a fixed sign and one of the most stubborn in the zodiac. You have three other counterparts here next to Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. All fixed signs will always be very stubborn, even if they say they aren't. Venus will enter Aries on April 30th, making for everyone's wild side to come out, where the action This is where there's action and danger or noise is where you'll find these individuals with this placement, Venus and Aries. They love loud concerts, hot rods, motorcycles. Think Harley Davidson. Think MotoGP motorcycle racing. They love long, wild hair. They will be very competitive and magnetic, this placement. If you have this placement natally, you're very competitive, but also very magnetic. Now, the lesson for this placement is that love isn't just all about a physical attraction or even animal instincts. This is where there is always more under the surface. So this placement does learn in affairs of the heart by trial and error. Now, with these next few weeks, we all get a little break from the cosmic chaos as all planets are direct until May 4th when Pluto goes retrograde through October 13th, 2025. Now, the next major cosmic shift will happen around May 24th when Saturn enters Aries. And we'll talk more about that at a later date, but it will be all my fixed signs out there that feel this energy strongly. All earth signs will be extremely magnetic these next few weeks, and all souls that are born with a Taurus sun, moon, ascendant, which is the rising, and dragon's head or tail, north or south nodes, will feel this energy the most and the strongest. So good luck. And I always read a forecast for the new moon. This one will be for Taurus. So new moons, this is Taurus's 2-week new moon forecast. So new moons are like a second birthday wish. It's all about, fresh starts and new beginnings. You receive this energy right on you. It's the first house, and that is the house of self, soul's purpose, first impressions, new beginnings, appearances, and attitude. And it is time to celebrate you, Taurus, and make time or treat yourself to one of those, luxuries you love so much. The changes and the progress that you make in these next few weeks can scope out the future in a very, very positive manner. The key is to enjoy life, but don't overindulge or overspend. This is also where Taurus souls need to balance their budgets too. So there's that. But there's a beautiful sextile coming on May 1st. And this is between Uranus and Taurus and the North Node or True Node in Pisces, which will make many Taurus souls very intuitive, observant, and a little opinionated too. So if you have a bull as a friend or a family member, you'll notice they're going to feel things that other signs might not be able to feel, or placements. So just be prepared for that. And do remember that Jupiter is still in Gemini for a few more months. I believe it's June 9th that it shifts. And this is sitting on your second house of money and wealth. So take these next 2 weeks to really make things happen for you, Taurus, okay? On June 9th, though, when when Jupiter moves into Gemini, it will station right on your third house, Taurus. And this is where lots and lots of mental clarity will be on the way. You will be very magnetic, and you might even get into writing or publishing or broadcasting with that placement with Jupiter moving into your third. But these next few weeks, you will be extremely magnetic. Keep an eye out for Capricorns and Virgos, as some of them will want to get to know you. Okay? Good luck and happy birthday, Taurus. All right. So these next few weeks will be generally positive within our own personal lives, and happy with this new moon in it. Taurus energy, we're kind of feel like celebrating, going out to dinner, getting a facial, mani-pedi, things like that. Go buy some new clothes. Thrift shopping is great in these stars. Well, you usually find some treasures at your secondhand stores. So But many of us will feel like going shopping or even changing our look. Some of us could be going to the hair salon to color their hair, get a new haircut, um, and making big moves, financially speaking, or in the realm of love as well. Now, the Moonic phase hits around May 1st. You can join Patreon to get all those dates. So be prepared for the US and Great Britain to make news and headlines. There could be forced relocations due to bad weather, eruptions, earthquakes, things like that, and even water energy. However, the real danger, these next 2 weeks for us on a personal level will be fine, but for the world at large, not so much. Remember, even though we're in a new moon, energy is energy, and not everything is always hunky-dory and great and wonderful. Uh, we're in some very interesting financial times. I don't have my phone with me, but it's something I was going to do for my Wheel of Fortune tier, but there's several countries that they're getting ready to stop using the American dollar. They're all in the Balkans, and Russia is one of them. I'll talk more about that at a later date, but there's a financial issue coming. And we are in Uranus and Taurus till July 7th, 2025. So Taurus is a slow moving sign. All of its action will take place in the last few months of this energy before Uranus moves into Gemini. But the real danger will be on the next full moon in Scorpio, where we're smack dab right in the middle of a Platonic phase. Patreons have the entire dates, and it's a big one. The dates are like over a week long. So be prepared for that. It's going to bring all sorts of chaos, drama, and destruction for the world at large. And something major could hit the president, Donald Trump, too, as this would probably be more around the 12th, the 13th, something like that. Be prepared, stay vigilant, as we are in very unprecedented times. New moon or not. Hi, Doris. How are you? You too. I'm so happy to see you. Good to see you. Yes. But yes, we are in some interesting times. And even though technically a new moon in Taurus is all about making money and wealth, there's a lot of people losing things. That's all I'm going to say. Just buckle up and see what happens. There will be some shocking events the next few weeks, but on a personal level, this is where you self-care, you take care of yourself, and you focus on what's going to make you happy. I hate to say this, but you have to be a little selfish in this new moon. It's all about you. That's how it should be. Not that Taurus is a sign, it's an earth sign. It's grounded. It's solid. Unlike a fire sign like Leo, where it's more about self-absorbed. But the ruler of Venus, this is about self-care, your wants, your needs, not what the other person wants and needs. So this is also where you want to be careful. Even though the moon is waxing, there are charlatans out there and people that just want to take your money. So be aware of that as well. But I am wishing you all a very blessed new moon. Now, my Patreons, I always do tarot for them. But for you guys, I will show you the oracle card we pulled for yesterday when I did it was Friday, actually. So the angel message or the oracle card message for these next few weeks is card number 41, which is Archangel Uriel. And this is the 7th chakra. And this is the root chakra on your crown, top of your head. And anytime you get this card, it is about higher and deeper spirituality. Even though this new moon is more about materialism, it's about spirit connections, and it's going to be about deeper intuition and introspect. What I mean by introspect is don't just make deals and moves out of greed, put some introspect into things. think in the long term more than in the short term. Like, I'd use myself as an example, but I'm not going to go there with my personal finances at the moment. But I was about ready to do something, make a deal in the real estate market, and I stepped back for a minute because number one, the moon wasn't waxing yet, but number two, my intuition kicked in, and I sat there going, strange, never got the email they were supposed to send. It's like the forces that be are preventing it from happening for some reason. Sometimes our own stars, even though we want something and we feel like we need this and we want this, stars have better in store for us. So I kind of sat back and just said, okay, universe, take the wheel. And I didn't make the deal. So what I'm saying is use your intuition and your introspect. This is also about deep inspiration as well. Archangel Uriel is about the crown root chakra. So this is also called the fire of God. She wears a brilliant crystal. Hold on. Crystal crown, vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to the seventh energy center, which is called the crown chakra and is located on the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings of the spirit world. This could also be a little time of great intuition, and you and your guidance will be at a much higher level of awareness. So allow yourself to quiet the mind and listen to spirit. It's a beautiful card. So what this card is telling you, make bold moves, but make them with deep spiritual connections, meaning if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. This is very intuitive energy right now. I hope that makes sense. I'll leave you with the affirmation that goes along with this card, and that affirmation is, my seventh chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. Love and inspiration from spirit and my own intuition flow fully to me now. So let it be. Amen. Whatever you want to say. And if you want to light a white candle and meditate on that affirmation, I highly recommend these affirmations. I don't use this deck all the time. Like for my Patreons, I always use tarot, and I end it with this because these are very positive, but not everyone resonates with archangels. And so I get that. I have a lot of clients that are on a more left-hand path, and so they don't resonate with archangels. And that makes sense. But I always just kind of pull one at the end just to clarify things. And that is that. But it is all about deep spiritual connections, third eye opening, and stilling the mind and listening to spirit and your inner voice. So taking these next 2 weeks, get out into nature, especially if you are a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus. You are nature-born children. So nature, you will regenerate with nature, okay? And to all of you tuned, thank you so much. I'm wishing you all a great week ahead. Blessed full new moon. I always do this. Blessed new moon. Taurus, it's so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. And all of you out there have a blessed day, blessed week ahead. And I'm just doing the finishing touches on musical frequency. And then I'll have my Patreons will get it first, and then a week later it'll be available to the general public. But like today, I believe it's frequency 432. If you light a candle, meditate on that. Frequency 432 is the abundance energy and the abundance frequency. And I'm one of those ladies that loves to incorporate music into my magic. So I'm one of those high frequency kind of people. I work with the frequencies of music and the stars. So all of you out there, be blessed. Talk to you soon. Bye, Doris. Ciao.